They had a whole bunch of pictures of this nice Japanese woman, and they just stuck this weird face and just stuck it in the middle of all these photos. It's hilarious. I love it. Maybe he did it himself. Maybe he's a big old fraud. He's not even an astronaut. He just stuck his face on someone else's astronaut picture and said, "Hey guys, I'm going to the moon of Jupiter." Hello everybody, I am kindly Keyin and welcome back to the Turing Test. We made it to chapter 2 and we have many more puzzles to explore. I just punched my mouse because that's the way I like to start off videos, is punching mice. Alright, let's carry on.
What conditions should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Soichi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
Chris is dead? Okay. I don't know Chris, but he's not here anymore, and that bums me out. An accident is very vague as well, so I'm interested to find out what's going on. All right, let's open this door. We need to get, let's see if we can, boop. Boop. Yeah. And then I think we can do the same thing over here, right? Can we? Tell me we can do the same thing. And boop. And boop. Easy.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars, but Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Interesting. Thank you for that fun fact, Tom. Okay, so we need to get that thing up here. How are we going to do that, though? We've got our little magnet machine. Maybe we can just move it into a spot where it will get picked up. That's easy enough. The last time we encountered this magnet thing, it was kind of turning off and on, if you do recall. So this time it is definitely staying on. But I think we can we manually turn it off? Or can we just grab this? Okay, we can just grab it off of the magnet, which does seem to interfere with our interface. You see that? It makes it all blurry. Ah, this is how I feel when I get home from work. Ah, okay. Carry on. We need to move the magnet back. We need to get it up even. We need to get another one of these thingy-mabobbers. These square blocks. Energy blocks. Let's call them energy blocks. That's what we'll call them from now on. That's my very creative and thoughtful name for these guys. Aw, man, I gotta move it over again. All right, that's okay. We got a little platform here, so just grab that and stick it right there. And there we go. We finished that puzzle.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
I didn't want to finish the puzzle until he was done talking. Of course, that wasn't the end of the puzzle, so there's still more to figure out. So I could have carried on, but that's okay. We live and we learn, and we just move on. Okay, we can move it left and right. We've got one of these power blocks, which I just changed the name of again, because the last time I talked about these and named them, I called them energy blocks. Now I'm calling them power blocks. So you know what? I'm just going to call them whatever I feel like in the moment, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I'm lashing out. I can move this over here. Whoa, I didn't expect that. Okay, we can get over there. I thought this was going to control the magnet. That really threw me off. Okay, so this probably controls the magnet. Does it? Yes, this controls the magnet. However, The magnet is not powered at this moment. And I believe it has an energy source on the other side, so we have to get to the other side? Things are getting tricky, you guys. Okay, can we use these while we have energy? Okay, we can. So let's go to the other side of the magnet and get it powered. Yeah, there we go. And now we can move the bridge back. Haha. Look at me using my noggin. And we'll just move the magnet over here. We'll grab that. All I'm doing is just telling you what's happening on the screen. I bet you love this. And then we'll just move the bridge over here. Oh my God. Grab that bad boy. Boom. Grab that bad boy. Boom. Easy.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Interesting. I feel like Tom's kind of bragging at this point. He doesn't have to be a jerk about it. So we've got this kind of new mechanic that's been introduced. We've got this platform that we can stand on, but it is pressure activated. Can we move lights? No, we can't move lights. Is there something over here we can grab? No. So the problem is that we can stand on this and we can definitely open the door, but it closes immediately as soon as we get off the door. So, what do we do with that knowledge? Well, obviously, we just stand here and look at the wall. I'm just kidding. Let's grab this and see what's behind this door. Aha! I wonder if this activates. I wonder if this has... Aha, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, I know what I need to do. Grab this and then put these back. And now I can make my nice and easy exit up the stairs and through the door. This is a very red hallway. This is a very red hallway that ends in a dead end. All right, that wasn't too bad.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to my server. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Interesting. That's some deep conversation we're having with Tom right now. A lot of stuff going over my head. That's okay. Let's try to solve this puzzle. We do need to open this door, though, to get access to that energy orb in there. But right now, we only have this. Well, let's stick this here. See if this gives us anything valuable. Okay, I have an idea. Let's take this energy orb, because we don't need it where it is right now. Let's open this window, stick that in there, and now we can move it back to the door, and now we should be able to take this without having to get locked in this room. We just need to pull the lever, and there we go. Now we can get out of the room, and we're hunky-dory. But we still have a puzzle to solve. That's only the very first part. My goodness. I'm allergic to thinking. Why don't we put that there? Because that way we can get it later, right? We can get it through the window. So that's kind of the key to this game is, at least so far, is figuring out where to put power orbs as opposed to the power blocks. Because the orbs you can obviously grab from a distance. Whereas the blocks are are stagnant and have to stay where they are unless you can get physical access to them. We should be able to... Oh no. But if we do that, we can't get back up. Ooh, I really messed this up, didn't I? Let's take this one back and let's put it where that orb is now. I'm just gonna stick that there for now. I didn't really have to do that, did I? Okay, now I'll take this up. Now I should be able to grab that orb, that power orb, from here. Okay, now I can open that door and get access to this one. And this one should give us exactly what we need. One of these rooms again. Okay, this is a little bit different than last time. I'm gonna go back because that intimidates me in so many ways I can't quite quantify.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I had been given authority aboard this mission. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. Here on Europa, I constructed myself.
That's impressive. He built himself. But you know what? Since this seems to be the end of this puzzle, let's go back and do that little side puzzle there and see what's going on. Now, I feel really bad about not going into that room in the first chapter because chances are all we had to do was just play around with the orb placement. I totally messed that up. I feel real dumb. Maybe I'll go back and do it. What? So when I move, it turns off. What? How in the world am I supposed to do this? I do like little itty bitty. Oh, little. Oh no, I moved too far. Okay, you just gotta do little itty bitty sprints at a time. Let's do this. Whoop, whoop. Oh, oh, getting slippery. A little bit. Oh, don't get hasty. I just want to run to the end so badly. Oh man, I want it so bad. There we go. Hey, oh, we made it. We made it. Yes. All right, what's behind this door? A polite conversation. Shall we have a polite conversation? Do I actually have to say yes? Yes, sir? Okay, I think you're a robot. Jerk. I'm simply not convinced you are a human. I think you might be a robot. Stop it. Yes, definitely a robot. What? That's... You have failed the Turing test? You are a robot? No, I'm not. Oh, that's not what I wrote, you guys. I am a robot. I'm not writing this. I'm pressing K. K. I am controlled by my programming. Now you're getting it. Watch how fast I can type. I have no free will. Whatever keys are pressed, it makes no difference. Is that it? Am I done? I want to escape. I had to hit escape. I so desperately want to escape. Help, I can't escape. I want to break free. Please let me out. Get me out. I am a machine. I have no control. I must escape. Goodbye, robot. Dude, that got weird real fast. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Let's get through this again. This was very easy. And I can show you, see, there's the lightning bolt kind of symbol. So that seems to indicate that it's getting power until it actually receives power from an external source. So it's kind of interesting. I'm sure we'll see more of that mechanic at play.
Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing Test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing Test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you passed the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
I think he is. He would almost certainly pass the Turing test, Mr. Tom. but something in here seems to think that I'm a robot, and that's real weird. So what we probably have to do is take a block, a power block, from the beginning all the way to the end. And that's why we have to extend these bridges. I think I need a power orb. And I need to put it here. So now we can take this block up here, and we can also get our power orb back. Okay. We can extend this bridge. We can put this here. Come on. There we go. Then we can also grab this and put that there. There we go. And is that it? I don't think that's it. Wow, okay. That was it.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Interesting.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
She's got a point there, Tom, doesn't she? All right, we passed that one. That was easy enough. That was just kind of showing us how to run.
But I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
What? So Tom is implying that I'm also a robot, just like that computer was implying that I'm a robot. Which would be super interesting because this is the Turing test, and as we know, the Turing test has a lot to do with humans and robots and distinguishing between the two. I'm really scared to go through this thing. I shouldn't have been. It's just a floating energy connection. All right, next puzzle, here we come. This is getting trickier. We need to open that for sure. Aha! So we can take this one and put it here. Take that one, put it there. And is that all we need? Yes, indeed. And we put the orb in the right spot. I was thinking, man, there was that window there, and that's probably something that's going to come into play later. So I put the orb where the window was, and it paid off. For once in my life, I thought ahead.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Yeah. I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? Yeah, that seems like a slight breach of privacy. We can see a little bit. We can see like a plaque on the wall. We can see he's got some kids, cute kids. Doesn't look like we can see much more than that. Ooh, a note. Don't touch. This is the 5th time. So we can get into Chris McLean's. Wait a second, he's got the same kids. Oh, this is getting real juicy. Ooh, was he not happy with his brother tearing up pictures? Maybe he's just got pictures of his nephews, huh? That makes sense. More nephew pictures, we're gonna assume. When you're in space, you need a lot of liquor. Dr. Sarah Brooke, let's see what she had going on. She had a dog, a golden retriever. I had golden retrievers when I was growing up. I had 3 of them. They were both the best and the worst. I didn't know how to live life without a lint roller in every aspect of my life, because every single article of clothing you owned with a golden retriever was covered in golden fur. And there she is, cartoon, half cartoon lady. That weirds me out. She kept things tidy though. If nothing else, she was a very, very tidy woman. Okay, we got Soichi Yui and Mikhail Tukarev. That is a really goofy looking picture. I'm sorry, I can't read this without looking at that picture first. Look at his neck. That's not the best Photoshop. Adorable couple. I'm very happy for you guys, but you're kind of made up. It's very obvious. All right, let's read the PDA. Let's see what he had to say. Hi, Matthew. We've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. I don't want to read this whole thing. Do you? Do you really want to read that whole thing? Listen, we're playing a video game. We're not doing work. Look at his face. They had a whole bunch of pictures of this nice Japanese woman, and they just stuck this weird face and just stuck it in the middle of all these photos. It's hilarious. I love it. Maybe he did it himself. Maybe he's a big old fraud. He's not even an astronaut. He just stuck his face on someone else's astronaut picture and said, "Hey guys, I'm going to the moon of Jupiter." All right, Dr. Yui, if that's really who you are. Let's move on. Tokarev. Yeah, handsome fella. Feel like doing some painting? Hey, that's some pretty good art, dude. Let's move on. All right, guys, well, that's the end of Chapter 2, so we're going to end this episode here. But I do deeply appreciate you watching me play Turing Test. I don't know why I turned into a weird Irishman. Thank you for watching. Click that like button if you're enjoying this, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.